Good afternoon, Niraj here. I welcome you all in the class of research methodology. This is meant to second semester MBA. Here we are concerned with research methodology and we are discussing a topic, a very vibrant topic and as well as important topic of research methodology, that is research design. We have already covered say first half of research methodology in last class. Now today I will cover its second half and I hope I will finish research design at least today itself. Now we have come to know that research design is a framework or roadmap of the whole research process or the research activities what we are going to adopt and implement as the forthcoming action for completing our research project, whatever we have undertaken. Now we also came to know that research design as it acts as the foundation upon which the whole dwelling of the research activities are made and set. Now if we talk about the research design, then it means we have already having almost adequate knowledge about how to define the research problem, and we came to know at least a broad concept of the kind of information needed. And we have certain approach that what kind of approach we should adopt to implement our research project. But here, mind it, it is broad approach. It is not finalized approach or it is not conclusive approach. Now, we might be having a tentative ideas of hypothesis here because we have already came to know that what might be the various research questions, and based on these research questions we can develop certain research hypothesis, and on the ground of these informations now we move towards the research design. We have already, I don't want to go in detail of research design to define the research design and to understand the research design, because in last class we have already covered in length. Today I will proceed to the further step of the research design, that is classification of research design. Classification of RD. When we talk about classification of RD, then exploratory RD, I am writing in short form, abbreviated form because lack of time. Exploratory RD and conclusive RD. Conclusive research design might be descriptive research design and causal research design. Descriptive research design might be categorized as cross-sectional research design, longitudinal research design, cross-sectional design as one cross-sectional design, research design, and multiple cross-sectional research design. So in this pattern we can classify and understand the whole research design activities. Now as we see classification, two broad groups are there. First one is exploratory research and other one is conclusive research. Then we can understand these two in terms of like O, C, M, R, O. O for objective, C for character, M for method, R for result and or findings, and O for outcome. These 5 dimensions are there along which we will try to understand exploratory and conclusive type of research design. Fine. Exploratory research design, we have already discussed a lot about exploratory research. However, since we are categorizing over here, so we will try to understand a little bit about exploratory research again along 5 dimensions. This is for helping for understanding. Now, objective. What is objective of exploratory research? Objective of exploratory research is to find new ideas, to develop new insights, to get more understanding of the research problem. Mind it, here we are not concerned about finding the solution, rather we are concerned with defining research problem more precisely. So, objective characteristics. Exploratory type of research design must be flexible and versatile. Flexible, why flexibility is needed? Because if the researcher will be flexible, then this will help him or her to get pertinent informations from all the viable sources. Researcher should not be rigid because he is not very sure the type of informations or the source of information. He can find out any type, any source. So he should be open, he should be flexible. And versatile means there would be varied sources through which the information, required information might be gaining. Now, method. Here we talk about the method of executing exploratory research. So, focus group interview in which a few respondents would be sitting in a room. They will be discussing on a topic, and their discussion would be recorded and analyzed by the researcher to get valuable insights and information about the topic which is being discussed. Now, focus group interview, observation is always there. Through observing, we can get pertinent information, valuable information. Now, survey is there. Through conducting survey, we can get some important, primary information, primary type of data. But here, I will give a caution note that you should not be involved survey at large. Rather, survey would be confined in a very limited sample and in the limited areas, because we are not concerned to execute survey at large scale. We are concerned to execute survey just at a small scale, that is also known as pilot survey. So, by conducting pilot survey and by discussing with the experienced person, with your mentors, to gain insight and to develop new ideas about the research problem, what you have undertaken. Apart of that, you can also get some secondary data from various sources, and you may go of qualitative analysis. Not here, we are not concerned with quantitative analysis, because in quantitative analysis you may require rigorous statistical operation. Here we are not concerned with rigorous statistical operation, just to have some qualitative analysis of secondary data. That would be suffice to execute this exploratory type of research. Now, research results or findings, what type of findings and what you will do of findings by executing your exploratory type of research. Here, finding, what the finding as the researcher we get will not be conclusive. What does it mean? Means it will not work as input in decision making. Rather, it will start again another type of research that might be exploratory or descriptive or causal, another type of research to gain more depth information and insight, because he are just concerned with defining of the problem and not solving the problem. Now result, outcome is not for decision making, outcome for starting another type of research to gain more insight. This is about exploratory research in nutshell. Now we move to conclusive. As name indicates, conclusive means the result of research project would be helpful in managerial decision making. That would be concluded. After that, it may not be required for further research. That research would be suffice in itself. Now, conclusive type of research might be segregated into two broad types: descriptive research and causal research. What is descriptive research? Again, we will go through 5 dimensions to understand the descriptive research. Objective. Descriptive research objective is to describe the characteristic of any object or subject or event or any occurrence in which the researcher is interested. Here you describe, for example, suppose you are doing some marketing research. As the researcher, you may be interested to describe the characteristics of the given market or characteristics of the product which customers may like, may perceive as the quality product, or describe the perceptions of the customers regarding the available, all the competing products in the market. So here main objective of the researcher is to describe the characteristics. Now character, since we knew that in exploratory research the approach should be flexible, but here approach will not be flexible, it will not work. Rather approach should be rigid, because we try to minimize the biasness and we try to maximize the reliability of data, reliability of method, reliability of findings, so that it can work in quality decision making. So what we do, we propose a concrete research plan, concrete specific research design, rigid research design. So rigidity is paramount importance in such type of research designing. Now method, there is number of methods through which we can go of say this descriptive research, like observation method, like survey method, like panel discussion method, and we can also get some secondary data of which we are concerned with, say, quantitative analysis. Here rigorous statistical or mathematical operation is required, because we have to test the hypothesis by applying appropriate type of test in order to check the validity of the hypothesis. So more statistical analysis is required over here in comparison to exploratory research, and we have to be very much concise and confirm that what type of statistical tools we are going to apply in particular type of research, say research project. Now method is over. Result would be conclusive. Now result of descriptive research will help the manager in decision making. So outcome, it might be complete in itself. The outcome of such type of research might be complete in itself. Now as I described, descriptive research might be categorized again in two say divisions. The first one is cross-sectional research design. I have written in short form, abbreviated form. Cross-sectional research design and longitudinal research design. Again, cross-sectional research design has been divided into two types. One cross-sectional design and multiple cross-sectional design. Now what is cross-sectional design? Okay, we draw sample from the population and we get survey or observation or any other tool of getting information from that sample. If, as the researcher, we are concerned only one-time information getting from the sample, then that is cross-sectional research design. Mind it, along the time in which the research is being conducted, we researcher will collect only once the information. We will not be concerned again and again information collecting. Only one time of information. Cross-sectional. One cross-sectional means if we draw only one sample from the population and we get information from that sample once, that is known as one cross-sectional design. Multiple cross-sectional design, if we draw two or more samples from the population and we get information from each sample once, then that is known as multiple cross-sectional design. What is longitudinal research design? Another kind of descriptive research design. Longitudinal research design is the fixed sample drawn from the given population of interest, and that fixed sample will be measured at different variables along different time points. For example, I draw a sample of a student, say 100, from Ellen Mishra College, which might be having 1000 students at that time. Now 100 students would act as the fixed panel to me. I will contact those students, suppose today, to get the pertinent information, and that information I will keep. Again after 1 year, I will contact the same set of students, same panel of students, and get again information of the same question which was asked earlier, and again say after 1 year. So likewise, different point of time along the time span, given time span, if repeated information is asked from the given set of respondent, then that is the example of longitudinal research design. What happens by doing longitudinal type of research project, we get time series analysis or change analysis. For example, if we ask the same set of respondent about their shopping behavior in mall, then before 10 years what was their shopping behavior, after 5 years, or say from today, before 5 years shopping behavior, today's shopping behavior. So we can perceive the changes that occurred in 10 years time span in the shopping behavior of same set of consumers. So that will be helpful to forecast and project the future trend, and accordingly we can frame up the plan. That is all about descriptive research. Now come to causal research. Causal research. Objective. This is most scientific, valid type of research. Here we try to establish relationship between cause and effect variable. Character. As I told, this is a kind of establishment of the relationship between cause and effect variable. Now, what is cause? Cause variable is the independent variable, and effect variable is the dependent variable. What we try to do, we try to manipulate independent variable to see its effect on dependent variable. So manipulation is very important. We try to manipulate independent variable or cause variable to see its respective effect on dependent variable. For example, demand and price. Price is independent variable, demand is dependent variable. We manipulate the price. For example, we can increase 10% hike of the price or 10% down of the price, and afterward we will check its respective effect on demand of product to which that price is concerned. In that way, we can realize the effect of change on the dependent variable. One very important thing is that we have to control the extraneous variables. What is meaning by extraneous variables? Extraneous variables are such variables, those are not concerned with the research, but they may affect the result of the research. For example, in the case of demand and price, many other factors may also affect the demand, like income, like product quality, like government policy of taxations. These all may affect, and many other factors are there. Those may affect demand. So we cannot realize true picture of effect of price changing on demand changing until we have full control on extraneous variables. That is important. Method, naturally, for causal research, we have to adopt, say, experimental method. We have to conduct the experiment. Now, experiments might be formal experiment or informal experiment. That is another chapter. Here we have to confine just with the basic knowledge. We have to conduct experiments. Results, definitely, result would be conclusive. We can utilize the result in policy formations or decision making outcome. Definitely, causal research is complete in itself. Can I have 1 minute more time? Fine. Here at the end, I would like to say that there should not be watertight compartment division between exploratory research or descriptive research or causal research. In one research, you can find elements of all type of research designs. So as the researcher, you have to be very cautious. Okay, what type of research design I am adopting? That depends on nature of the project. One research project might be having the elements of all type of research design. Here I will take just 1 minute of you, and I will give wonderful example that what happens in America. Companies were interested to know that whether people want some social concern of the companies or not. Social concern means society related objectives. So this responsibility was given to the researchers. Researchers designed the appropriate project, and they collected information from secondary sources that what might be relevant social causes for the company. A number of social causes were come to know, like child abuse, like liquor, like addictions, like poverty, like unemployment, like public educations, and so forth. Many other factors. So now researchers came to know that okay, these were the factors. These were come out from secondary data as well as some focus group interview at a small scale. Now researchers were acquainted, these were the factors. Now they surveyed 2,000 people in America by adopting descriptive research, and they asked that whether they think these factors important for the company as the social causes or not. So many interesting opinions were come to know to the researchers and company that many people thought, hefty proportion thought that social causes for the company is very important. And if company is associated with some social causes at local or national level, it means company is good by image of the population, image of the people, image of the customers, and their products were also valued by the customers. So, and researchers were also come to know about relative importance of all the social causes. And in all the social causes, the most important cause, social cause, was given as the, say, public education by the respondents. So on that ground, a number of companies in United States of America adopted such type of activities which were concerned with associated the company with the societal approach or the social approach. So this is the classic example of amalgamation of two type of research design. One is exploratory and other one is descriptive, and that depends on nature of the project. We can also include causal type of research. Thank you for today. Thank you for being listening to me.